What's up, everybody? Freak, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just hard to believe I get to be a part of all this.
It's the end of a long weekend. Just do your best and relax and enjoy it. Maybe get the fans a little show, too. And you all know things get serious in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'll be ready. Butterfly's long gone by then.
What makes you think you'll even be playing in the fourth quarter, Freak?
Okay. Just because I wasn't on the cover of 2K like the rest of y'all doesn't mean I can't get it done when it counts.
Man, you can't even get it done on a virtual court. I beat you without even trying last night.
Got you there.
You got lucky. Okay, I want a rematch.
Yo, I want in on this. I could take you or James.
Well, I got plenty of time to beat all of you. Steph, you want in on this too?
I'm in. Hope you know how to defend the long ball better than you do out here.
I'll take one after you guys are done. Might as well make me the championship game.
Ha! Okay, consider it done. It's gonna be easiest night of my life. But now it's time to start the real show with the league's newest star at center stage. Good luck tonight, fellas.
The top shelf of NBA players all gathered here tonight for the All-Star Game. It's great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. We've got Davis. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Curry in at the point.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd. That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Anthony dishes to Freak. Here's the screen. Lets the three fly. That is good. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Durant sets a screen for Curry. Jumper off the screen. And it's the East with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. He's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And Davis can't get it to go. Quick start here for the East All-Stars in this one. 4-point game. And that one's good. Freak.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
It's deflected, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And he gets it to go.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Pass to Freak. Dishes it to Anthony. And Davis pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
East with the ball, leading by 5. And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
We talked about what it means for him to be at the helm of the All-Star side, and he said, really, it is a testament to my team. They've played great, and this is just a side effect of them having a great start to the season. They deserve all the credit. Love it, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And here's Westbrook. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Davis setting the pick for Curry. No good on the three.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Count the bucket.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. 6 points for Steph Curry.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Westbrook up top. He's covered by Irving. Takes it from 10. And it's Westbrook missing. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Irving. And good on the basket. Booking.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen. Asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
All right, Doris. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and Lillard kicks to Cousins.
That's the wall.
Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Now here's James, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's George. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And that one's good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's Freak. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Antetokounmpo passes to James. Good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now, here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Off target with the open look.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that one's good. Free.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
It's deflected. Harden to stop the run, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
And it's George finishing it off.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cousins with a screen on Wall. And Lillard kicks to Cousins. Good D by James.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Lillard outside. Green, the screen. Fires at the elbow. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star Game.
And not as many.
Big group substitution here for the East. Paul George, he's checked in for Young. Butler comes in for Vucevic. Freak's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Kyrie Irving. Freak in at shooting guard. Anthony out there with Paul George. Then there's Lowry. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Catching up on the changes for the East. James comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And John Wall subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And here's the fast break. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by James. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now, Freak, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And the shot is good. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat.
Now here's Hayward. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 6 to shoot. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now, Freak following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Here's James. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
LeBron's gone 2 of 3 from the field. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by Paul. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Butler. And West also making a switch. Lillard's checked in for James Harden. And that one falls for Paul. He's with the ball. Antetokounmpo dishes to James. Outside, Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got his first bucket of the night.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Nobody near. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. East All-Stars ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And the West All-Stars with possession. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Griffin is out there with Davis. And it's Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Curry in at the 1.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
They set the pick.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Freak with it. 23 points in the game. To the inside. George passes to Freak. It's stolen by Curry. Anthony against Westbrook. To the paint. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Westbrook. And 11 points for Steph Curry.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pad.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Freak kicks to Anthony. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
So far in the game for Anthony, he has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the ref.
Big group substitution here for the East. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Anthony. DeRozan comes in for LeBron. Freak's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's John Wall in for Kyrie Irving. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Griffin. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Lillard subbed in for Steph Curry. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the West. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Balanced scoring, Clark, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Lillard misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 29 points for Freak.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Harden outside.
Freak. That's his third personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Harden. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Paul George is checked in for the East. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And the second free throw, good. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
The feed to Hayward. The tray. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
44 seconds left in the third. It's Wall with the drive. The teardrop falls in. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lillard against Wall. In the corner, it's Hayward. Hayward missing again.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks to Cousins. With 1 on the clock. Off the mark. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The East All-Stars up on top. They finish off the third quarter on a 14. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star game coverage continues.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
Freak in a 2-guard. Jimmy Butler is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Vucevic, and it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Green with a screen on Lowry. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Young's checked in. Lowry dishes to Freak. Misses the 3. Here's Rubio. Back to Conley. This one for 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Lowry kicks to Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 34 points for Freak.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Butler. Here's Freak. Sinks the triple. Freak's got 6 here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Screen by Cousins. Durant attacking. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Lowry passes to Vucevic. He feeds it to Freak. Takes the 3. And the shot is good. Freak's got 40 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Screen by Cousins. Durant with a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Outside Butler. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
Clock at 6. Lowry has the open look. Gets a very good look and converts.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Lowry against Conley. Shoots the 3. Shot is off. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. And here's the East. They're on a 13-5 run here. And it's Freak missing. Now Durant. And there's the pass to Conley. Back to Durant. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Cousins. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And it's Vucevic missing. Green dishes to Conley. Jacks up a 3. Again, Conley missing. And here are the East All-Stars. And Young kicks to Lowry. Back to Young. He dishes it to Freak. Right side Lowry. Outside Butler. Down low from 11 feet away. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Conley against Lowry. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Cousins. For 3, Durant, and that is good. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside Lowry.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
The dish to Freak from outside the arc. Good D by Rubio. 3-on-3. And the wide open shot from Green. East grabs the miss. And here's Lowry. Pass to Freak. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Freak's got 43 points.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Outside Conley. Passes it to Rubio. Back to Conley. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Lowry kicks to Butler. Picked by Vucevic. Well, their pass to Vucevic. That one goes. Count it.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Conley dishes to Rubio. He kicks to Durant. Over in the corner, Green. Good on the triple.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Freak. It falls.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
Can you say freak-alicious? Watching this guy all season, I think most of us were expecting him to go off. He did not disappoint. It's a tremendous honor to be named MVP of the All-Star Game. Big-time career underway for this young man.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet